wonderful ideas to get your garden ready. Call us if you are shopping. We'd love to chat with you. What we're going to talk about next is a set of 3 garden tools. Now, we all, know the basic garden tools that you're probably going to be using: the trowel, the weeder, and a cultivator. But how about a set of 3 garden tools that are really designed to make the job easier for you physically? In other words, they've designed a tool so that you're not having to worry about, oh, my wrist, it makes it difficult to get the weeds. Oh, it's uncomfortable the way I have to hold it. And yet it still does the job. So we're going to tell you about these with our good friend Susan Butterworth. But you're seeing, yeah, getting the weeds out is going to be easier. Aerating the soil is going to be easier. Planting the plants is going to be easier when you've got the right tools. Welcome back.
Hello,
Good
how
to
are
see
you? Love?
So
It's so
Susan
pretty.
brings us lots of wonderful garden items. And so these come to us from Radius,
Yep.
and it's a set of 3. Tell me about these tools.
Well, number one, it's all about innovation, it's about ergonomic design, and it's about quality. And that's really what Radius is all about. Look at the curve in this handle. The reason why it's this patented design is because it's completely ergonomic. So when I hold on to it, my hand is in the same position that it would be in if I was shaking hands. That's the ergonomic grip.
Okay.
And that means I can go way longer and get way more weeds or way more planting because my wrist isn't going to end up hurting.
How many times, you
Yes,
stop in
you
the
give
garden, you pull
up.
off the
Yeah,
gloves, and you
you've
start
got
going like this. Like
this kind of thing, right? And you're like,
yeah,
oh
I
my
gotta-
God, it's like,
yeah.
oh, yes.
All right, so
exactly.
tell me how that works and the tools that are included here.
So what you're going to get is you're going to get a weeder, and this weeder has all these serrated edges. Let me put these 2 down. Serrated edges on the side. You can see them. This is beyond 15 inches long. So going straight down into the ground, cutting around a dandelion, cutting around roots. Look even right here how I can cut these roots, because when anything's pot bound, you want to cut the roots before you plant them. Look how I can just saw right into this plant right here and really just start cutting. Look how I could just, look at that. I mean, I'm sawing through that dirt. I just cut that. If I wanted, felt it was too much dirt and I want to, cut it and make it smaller in a plant, look how it's literally cutting through like some amazing knife. And so whether you're digging straight down or sideways, you've got that ergonomic grip. Then you've got the cultivator. This is a little bit more than 13 inches long. The tines are super wide. You've got that same grip again. And this, by the way, is like a non-slip grip.
Okay.
So if it's wet or, you're getting muddy or something while you're doing your work, it's comfortable. Your hands are going to slip. This is going to move the mulch around. This is going to really dig for you and move stuff.
Kind of aerate that soil
And
if you need to.
aerate that soil and really, as you were saying, these are the top 3 tools that you really use.
Sure.
And then here's your trowel. On the back of the trowel, it's got a back blade right here. So if you're digging, but then maybe you want to pull back on something, you can pull back and rip through it. And the weeder has that same back blade as well. So maybe ripping open a bag or, pulling through roots, you just pull back on it and you've got that great back blade, but the same ergonomic handle. This company gives you, I love to say it this way, an unlimited, not a limited, an unlimited lifetime warranty. That's how much they believe in the quality of these products.
These tools.
Yeah.
Let me show you the colors that are available for you, because you can choose. You'll get a set of 3. You're going to get the trowel, you're going to get the cultivator, and you're going to get the weeder. You just choose the color that you want. So we have the set of 3 in blue. We also have it available for you in red. We have the set in green. Orange is available, but that is our most limited choice. If that's the one that you want, do not wait. And then my personal favorite, we have it for you in yellow. And it really is, I'll tell you, if you find that you're in the garden and after a time you feel that sort of stress in your wrist because you're typically, because typically it's a straight handle and then you have to grip it and in order to get some leverage with whether you're digging or weeding or cultivating, it's designed so that it's physically better in terms of how it's positioned in your hand to use it effectively. And I think for a lot of people who've enjoyed gardening, that's going to make a huge difference.
That will make a huge difference, because what happens is, you know, as we age, everything hurts to do things.
It's true.
But people love gardening. Gardening is such a beautiful pastime.
Yeah.
And it's so satisfying. But what you want to do is use the tools that are, by the way, these are one-piece design, and they're made out of aluminum. They're never going to rust. Aluminum is the go-to metal in the garden.
Yeah.
And it's one-piece construction. So from here all the way to here, there's no breaking point anywhere. That's why we give you that unlimited lifetime, you know, it's unlimited. It's like, that's just crazy to me, you know, lifetime guarantee, because the one-piece design means it's never going to break.
So
it's never going to rust.
Think of these as the tools that give sort of your hands and your wrists a little help.
Yep.
I mean, that's when you look at this curvature, that's really what it's designed to do, to give your hands and wrists a little help so that you can get in and pot the plants. You can get in and remove the weeds. You can get in there and sort of till the soil around the area. And you get all three of these. So you're getting your trowel, as you see it here. There's the trowel. Think about all the things you're going to be putting in the pots as you get ready.
Your window boxes, your pots, all those things.
Here's this one is your cultivator. So, you know, when you want to move the soil, you've got that as well. And as you heard Susan say, it's one continuous piece, and yet this gives me the ability to grip it comfortably. It's giving my wrist and my hand the help it needs. And then finally, you're getting this, which is your weeder, which is also serrated. You can see that there are the little ridges there. That's why she was able to cut through those
boy,
roots.
can you cut through roots?
And look at the length on that. So again, giving your wrist and your hands the help it needs so that you can continue to enjoy gardening. Let me tell you how we're doing in terms of color. This set of 3 tools is $24.50. We have the blue, we have red, which is very popular tonight. We have green, which is also very popular tonight. We have orange, which is limited, and then we have yellow, if you'd like that set. Just let us know.
I had no idea that was your color.
Yeah,
like, yes,
I love it.
Your
I
little
love
sunshine yellow. Well, you know what? And here's that weeder again, and I love this because you know, in 2 seconds flat, the dandelions are going to pop up. We are going to be inundated with weeds, and it's one of the worst jobs in the garden. But again, it's that ergonomic grip, this non-slip grip on your hand, and then I've got this little plant. You know, when we're trying to plant things, you really don't, you want to make sure that you're not root bound. And so to be able to really just easily, effortlessly, like butter, I was able to score all those roots. Now when I plant it, the roots are going to grow and it'll be amazing. But basically everything that you need to do to freshen up your mulch, to dig things, to get the little bit of, you know, weeds out that you want to.
Right.
This cultivator is amazing. This weeder you're going to use all the time, whether your plots, and this trowel, you're going to do all your transplanting of your Robertas, your cottage farms, and your window boxes, your pots.
And I got to tell you too, you know, when you have tools that make it easy, it's easy to keep on top of it, you know, rather than, oh my gosh, it's Saturday and I got to go get all those weeds taken care of. You know, you've got them handy, maybe in your garden shed or in your garage, and you pop out every couple days or whatever, and you take care of the weeds, you aerate the soil, you do what you need to do, and you are comfortable doing it. Again, it's the ergonomic design, so physically designed to be a helper so that you can get the best use from your tools that you can possibly get.
That's right.
So all you're going to do is choose your color.
Exactly. Choose your color and then have fun in the garden. Do the planning. Have the tools that are really going to work for you with that unlimited lifetime warranty and that ergonomic grip. I mean, that just makes sense.
I
want
my garden tools to be yellow, so now I'm happy.
I love that. Me, I would like them to be orange.
Would you?
Yes.
Well,
exactly.
listen, if you're like Susan and you like orange, that's the most limited, but we have yellow, we have red, we have green, and we have blue as well.
Thank you
Susan.
so much, Leah.
Alrighty. Hey, listen. So let me tell you, this is going to be the chair that people fight over. That's what it's going to be.